In this video, we're going to look at another area of an annulus problem, except this time we're going to be kind of working backwards to find one of the radii of the circle instead of finding the area of the annulus. So here's the area of the annulus that I'll highlight again. And we can see here that given the area of the annulus is 144 pi inches squared, solve for the missing radius of the smaller circle. So I always like to start with my formula. So the area of the annulus, let's put a little a in there, is pi times capital R squared minus pi times lowercase r squared. And this 15 here is for the radius of the large circle. Anytime on a quiz or a test, if you're not sure where a dimension belongs, make sure you ask. That is a question that I will answer. Okay, so I know the area of the annulus, that's given in the problem, so let's substitute that in. That's 144 pi. And I know the radius of the big circle, that's 15, so let's substitute that in. Pi times 15 squared. But I don't know the radius of the small circle, so I'll leave that as lowercase r. So I have 144 pi is equal to 15 squared is 225. Notice I'm leaving things in terms of pi because it's going to make my work a little bit neater and I think easier because I'm not going to have all these decimals. Minus pi times r squared. So we're trying to solve for r, so I need to get r by itself. So I'm going to subtract 225 pi from both sides. Remember, the pi acts like a variable. So 144 pi minus 225 pi, that's negative 81 pi. So these cancel out, and I'm left with negative pi r squared. Don't forget that minus becomes a negative over here. Now I'm going to divide both sides by negative pi. So these negative pi's cancel out. This pi cancels with this pi. These negatives cancel out. And I'm left with 81 is equal to r squared. And then I just need to take the square root of both sides. And I get that the radius of the small circle is 9 inches. So it may have looked a little scary on the surface, but it's not too difficult. Again, I strongly recommend that you start with your blank formulas and then you just substitute in all the values that you do know. It will make your life a lot easier. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask. And then give it a go on part D. In this one, you're trying to find the radius of the larger circle. So get your questions answered, and we'll see you next time.